I'm Alessandro Mazzone, co-founder and artistic director of Forevergreen, based in Genoa, Italy.
I am Anna Daneri, co-director of Forevergreen, and with TranstroniX we've been involved in a process of internationalization of the institution and the organizations involved in the project. We put together a series of Italian partners, Festival Andersen based in Sestri, Levante, and Mare culturale urbano based in Milan, and a bunch of institutions and festivals across Europe focusing on the two countries where in fact electronic music had the most experimental approach and appeals. As Germany and Holland. The project aims to investigate. Through a call for project, we selected a duo, Italian duo of a choreographer and musician, Margherita D'Adamo and Riccardo Sellan. Through the partnership of Amsterdam Fringe Festival, we selected another duo with a choreographer, dancer and musician, Rosanna Terstege, Yassin Belkang. We also involved a visual artist from our organization, Nuvola Ravera. Since February, through the period of 9 months, so in a very intense and concentrated process, we've been exchanging and practices, aiming to grow as an organization and to make grow the artists involved. As a first activity, we organized a studio visit at Transmediale Berlin. Some of the Italian partners and some artists involved in the project. And we had the chance not only to attend the performative and public program organized during Transmediale, but also to confront at a very dedicated way with their organizational model, which is very interesting for implementing a transdisciplinary approach not only in our programs but also at an organizational level. And we had the chance to make an intense workshop with the managing director of Transmediale, Filippo Gianetta, which we attended as a group of TranstroniX being in Berlin there.
The second activity took place in Amsterdam in a more residency form. We invited the duo from Italy and Netherlands, and we organized this activity in order to make the opportunity for them to share their artistic practices and approaches, starting from the artistic productions. So they share a lot of point of views and new perspectives for artistic production, where electronic music is part of the production, but also the performative languages like dance. And so they were able to exchange their experiences during the 2 days of this residency, also supported by Fringe Festival artistic director Farnus Maria. And also we decided to make some other activities in order to grow up more inspirational point of views from other artistic contexts, not only performative, because we need to go out of the box.
Marina Petrillo, and I'm in charge of the programming of the Andersen Festival. That is a multidisciplinary festival in Sestri, Levante. We start with a studio visit at Transmediale. Transmediale is a multidisciplinary festival dedicated to the new media and internet, so all the world that is around the net and the flowing of the dates in between, and how this is affecting in a certain way the society. It's not really a performing festival, but it's very nourishing for our work, because it put the base, it make grow a field, a common field in which we can put our seeds that are more performative, like music or dance or circus, visual artists. The other things we have done with Boarding Pass Plus, it was to reflect about the possibility that the young artists can have in traveling around in Europe and to exchange with other community. One of the things on which we have worked with the Boarding Pass Plus, it has been the empowerment of the young artists. That means that we have tried to put in contact artists coming from different fields and different countries to share what is coming now in their world. That means what is urgent, what is fresh, what is new, and which are the points in which they can recognize even if they are coming from different countries. So I think that this is a very important thing, because normally in Italy this is normal behavior. The artist community are very closed, and so this making possible to ideas to circulate and grow. And this is why I think that Boarding Pass Plus it is a very important instrument, because it makes it possible to circulate for a new branch of art.
Quando lo speaker sugli angoli della sala per poi rifornire i movimenti sonori e gestuali.
E spunta qualcosa.
Sì, c'è una sorta di portale.
Sì.
After Sestri, we went to Milano to make another intense activity of confrontation with the Mare culturale urbano, our partner, focusing on a production that the Italian duo Margherita D'Adamo and Riccardo Sellan are developing inside the project. It's a production, a performance called Altra. They and we had the chance to confront with the different aspects of this performance and to confront with Andrea Capaldi on some aspects using their premises as a studio to also see how the composition, the electronic music composition could profit from the experience of the professionals involved in a series of discussions. We also had the chance to meet in Milano Eva Neklajeva, the curator, artistic director of other German partner SPIELART Munich, and with her we'd also confronted how a growing and young production as Altra could interact with the international festivals and partner and dance production center. This trip was a very intense residency trip where we as Forevergreen were accompanying the artist in this growing process of confrontation. We also had the chance to have another moment of artistic dialogue between the two duos. And once again, now in Genoa, we had in this space, the Buzzati Lab by Teatro della Tosse. We had 2 days of workshop with the two duos. Thanks to these 2 days workshop, the artist defined a sort of model that we could hopefully share with other artists in the future on how dance and electronic music could react to different audiences and spaces especially. So this workshop was based on interactions, artistic interactions with the two musicians and the two dancers. Came out with these reflections that for us are a possible tool to share with other artists that we could involve in the future. From this workshop we also came out with the possibility to bring some of the productions we are discussing in the different area of interest. So we'll probably try to have an application for Ultra, for Amsterdam Fringe, and also bring Dutch performance in other European festivals.
The last 3 activities took place in Amsterdam, Munich and Milan. They are 3 final activities in order to put all together all the stuff we discussed in the previous activities in terms of artistic exchanges and new inspirational meanings and other stuff. And so in these 3 activities, especially in Amsterdam, we had the chance to reconnect the project with the 2 Dutch artists, also with the participation of the artistic director of the Amsterdam Fringe Festival, and it was a very important occasion to close more or less the relationship with the Dutch artists.
We had also a final studio visit during SPIELART in Munich, where we had the chance to experience how a theater, a performing art festival, is implementing and their languages of interest with a focus on club culture and transdisciplinary practices. SPIELART had a program that was really interesting for the project because of some focus on DJing and electronic music practices. We also had the chance to organize a meeting with the artistic directors and curators that convinced us of the good possibilities to enlarge this dialogue, establishing and initiating a new platform of discussion through the composition of an international board of TranstroniX. We called this board TranstroniX Board to be Alive. It's not a stiff advisory board, but it's intended to be a platform of discussion involving all the partners of the project, some of the artists and some experts of this field of expression and investigation that is this transdisciplinary field of expression with especially dance and music as a focus. So this platform will meet every 6 months and will be accessible also to other participants, creating a basis of discussion and giving tools to grow and to understand better what a transdisciplinary approach could be in recent productions and contemporary productions and organizations.
My name is Farnoosh. I'm from Amsterdam Fringe Festival. I'm the artistic director of this festival since 2021. I met Alessandro at the Amsterdam Fringe Festival in September 2022, He was actually one of the volunteers. So in the beginning I thought he's just a guy living in Amsterdam, volunteering at the Amsterdam Fringe Festival like the other international students and participants we have. But when I got to know him, I found out, of course, he's responsible for the festival in Genoa. And we started talking, and it was an interesting meeting we had because he comes very much from the mind of music and how music works, how the language of music works, how club culture works. And I come very much from storytelling, that's my background, and performing arts. So when we started working together, there were many things I didn't really understand from what he wanted. Why do you want to have theater performances on a music festival? What does that mean? Why do I want to have music or more electronic music at my performing arts festival? But when you start talking, you understand that actually my vision was pretty old-fashioned. Because when I look at the artists who are performing at the Amsterdam Fringe Festival, they've already made this connection between performance art and digital music since years. So for me it's actually interesting to get to know that. What do they mean? What is the language of music within theater? What is the dramaturgy of music in performing arts? So after the Fringe Festival in 2022, I gave Alessandro some contacts of performing artists in Amsterdam who were performing at Amsterdam Fringe, but who are very much interested in working more with digital culture and music. And he booked all of them actually to come to Genoa. And one of those artists I would like to talk about, it's a dancer, and she came with a musician. And what Alessandro and Anna did, they connected. And what they did was having a short residency together. It started in Italy, but later on back in Amsterdam. And the good thing about this collaboration was that they didn't have to have a big outcome. They didn't have to make a show in this couple of days that they were meeting each other. The wonderful thing of this project was that they just could meet and talk about movement and freestyling and music and connection of music, movement, digital music, club music, live music. And then what I heard from the musicians, but mostly from the dancers, is that it really brings them to the next level, because they get to know people who work in the same field, total different countries, total different backgrounds, total different connections they have in the art world. So I can speak from the dancer and the musician from Amsterdam, Rosanna and Jessin, and what it gave them especially is to have a deeper thought in what the music connection means in Rosanna's dance and vice versa, into the music. And I think that's very valuable for musicians and artists to do that. The Amsterdam Fringe Festival is a performing arts festival in Amsterdam, 11 days in September. What we do is we create a platform for a lot of young and new artists. So every year we have about 60 artists or group that we select, and they perform in Amsterdam about 250 times in 30 different locations all over the city. These are performing artists, so it's very broad, the genre. So it's from dance to music, to storytelling, spoken word, theater, circus. It's really broad, but the thing that we don't have is actually concerts and DJs or digital music on this festival. Really try to concentrate on performing artists. But it doesn't mean that a lot of our artists are already working within clubs, working within club culture. And that is something that we as a festival have to develop and learn, especially because the Amsterdam Fringe Festival is performing at very different stages. So in theater, but also in nightclubs, also in cafes and bars and rooftops and a lot of places. And what I see in a lot of young artists from all over Europe is that they're much more connecting theater, dance, performing arts with club culture. And so a lot of applications that I get at the Amsterdam Fringe Festival from artists is not even people who want to perform in a theater. They want to perform much more in nightclubs. That's their history, that's where they learn the job. And what they try to do is to connect music and club culture much more in a theatrical way, with a storyline, with a longer dramaturgy, mixing with, for instance, with storytelling if you are performing or dancing. So you can see all these mix mash of genres. And for me, that is why I'm interested in this international collaboration with different people and festivals, because it teaches me how to connect, how to look at it artistically, but also, most important, it gives our artists a bigger platform. And being able to meet other artists from different countries, different levels, different genres, and to have a tour maybe in the future together, that is exactly why we do this.
Sono Andrea Capaldi, cofondatore e direttore artistico di Mare Culturale Urbano. Mare Culturale Urbano è un centro di produzione artistica, ma è anche uno spazio ibrido di rigenerazione urbana a base culturale e sociale. Cosa significa? È un luogo, uno spazio aperto a tutte e tutti, una piazza, un luogo di confronto e crescita di una comunità di riferimento con uno stimolo attivo, potente, continuativo nel tempo, artistico, un vivaio di giovanissimi artisti nelle varie discipline che vogliamo contaminare tra di loro affinché l'arte e la cultura ridiventino in maniera importante leva di crescita per la persona e per la persona all'interno di una comunità di riferimento. Riappropriarsi dell'arte e della cultura più politicamente importante. Noi proprio cerchiamo di ricollegare la società con le opportunità che ti dà quella di fruire di arte e cultura nella propria vita. Tutte queste, questi nostri fondamentali abbracciano e inevitabilmente si allineano al percorso che ha fatto TranstroniX nei confronti dell'ibridazione, quindi della contaminazione tra la musica elettronica in particolare e la performance, soprattutto quella legata al corpo e alla danza. Seguire la residenza di TranstroniX è stato per me molto importante. Il confronto con giovani artisti in una fase di creazione è sempre generativo di opportunità. Lo posso dire anche in prima persona perché ho avuto questa esperienza dall'altra parte, sono stato sul palcoscenico per tanto tempo e il rischio che hanno i performer è quello di essere chiusi in una loro stanza avendo la pretesa di creare qualcosa di oggettivamente bello, di senso, ma molto spesso ci si autoimpone e ci si autodetermina dei perimetri di riferimento che non ti permettono di esplorare l'altrove, qualcosa che in potenza potrebbe essere anche più stimolante e arricchente e di senso per il progetto e per la performance e per il messaggio che vuoi far arrivare attraverso la performance. Il fatto che questo progetto prevedesse degli sguardi esterni che contaminassero l'atto creativo era fortemente stimolante e penso che sia molto arricchente per gli artisti che partecipano.
The final activity in Milan gave the chance to Forevergreen and all the partners to launch the International Advisory Board TranstroniX. This activity was very important because through to keep the project alive and in order to extend the project to other possible partners involved.